Hey guys, and welcome back to Not Easy Being Geeky, the podcast where me, Rachel, the host, talks about nerdy shit. And today we're talking about pre-orders. All right, guys, so today is going to be a little bit of a spicy one because this is a topic that gets me a little heated sometimes when I talk about it. And it's pre-orders, man. To love or to hate them. There's a lot of good benefits, but man, are there so many downfalls and just so many annoyances to it. And I just kind of wanted to talk about it to, I guess, more to vent, honestly, because, man, since, the Panini hit, it's been a little rough. Yeah, pre-orders have sucked since the Panini hit, because I used to be able to, guarantee when I was going to get my pre-order. And unfortunately, because, shipments got so backed up, it has been such a struggle to get any of my figures, video games, Funko Pops. I mean, you fucking name it, dude. And it's been pissing me the fuck off, honestly. I cannot even sugarcoat how pissed off it's made me. Because I've lost track of my pre-orders, and I have a very detailed list of, I got an Excel spreadsheet of my pre-orders, because I could not keep track of them like I used to, where I would just get an email, it would let me know when it's going to ship out, and I'd keep that date. Or, it was announced when, the item went on pre-order, this will release September, whatever the fuck. And then you would expect to receive it either on that day if you pre-ordered it, so they would ship it out a day or two earlier, and then you would receive it on that day, or you would receive it 2 days after that date normally. It was pretty consistent about that with majority of my pre-orders. And now I never know when the fuck I'm gonna get them, and it's so fucking annoying, because I at one point had about God, this is gonna sound so fucking bad, 50 pre-orders, because I would get whole sets of Funko Pops that would drop. So I'm a huge anime collector, so I collect figures, Funko Pops, other merch t-shirts, anything you can think of. I probably got it, plushies, all kinds of shit. And so, God, when especially the Funko Pops are fucking killing me, man. To the point where I just don't get excited about them anymore, because I'm I've waited a year for this now. So it's kind of lost the excitement of it at this point, because I can't remember what the fuck I ordered. I think what started it for me was I think it was the second or third wave of My Hero Funko Pops. Can't remember which arc it was that released, but they were supposed to release in October, I think, of 2021, and I did not get them around that time. They kept pushing it back and back and back and back, and I would never get a secure release date. And what annoyed me the most about it is that 3 times I had put this pre-order in, and it would just get canceled. And then when I finally found out what the fuck was going on, it was that they could not secure that I would receive the entire lot at the same time. So they would just cancel my fucking order. I'm not going to say what company it was, because it's actually a major company, and I don't want to ruin any future business with them. But it did piss me the fuck off. I'm not even gonna lie. It really pissed me the fuck off, because they would just keep canceling my goddamn order. And I was so pissed because they wouldn't say why. So then I had to go full on Karen mode and contact customer service. I'm yo, man, why you keep canceling my motherfucking order? I'm just trying to get these goddamn Funko Pipes. They haven't even fucking released yet. Why are you canceling them? And they were oh, it's because we can't guarantee that you're gonna receive all of them at the same time. And I was then bitch, why wouldn't you just tell me one of them? Like, why wouldn't you ship out the rest of it? Anyway, I guess because it's a full order. Anyway. So then I was like, which ones are going to be getting released? I had to like select them then, which ones they had a guarantee they were going to receive, and then pre-order the other one as a separate order. You know how fucking annoying that was to keep up with the fact instead of just having it all as a lot? It was really fucking annoying, okay? Anyway, that was the start of the annoyances with the pre-orders for me when I realized, oh fuck, I've made this commitment to these pre-orders now, and there's not even a guarantee I'm going to receive them. There's actually a much higher chance now that I'm going to find it in the store first before the pre-order, which is so ass backwards because that's like the whole point of a pre-order is to guarantee you get it on time. And now that's not the case. Like, you never know if you're going to fucking get it on time when that was the main benefit of them. And it's just become so frustrating for me because, I am a huge collector. Statues, figures, Funkos. And so when I want a figure, I fucking want it. And they're not cheap. I feel like people forget that sometimes. This is not a cheap hobby at all. You know, some of my figures go upwards of like $200+ and they're great quality and they look fucking amazing. But also, it's like, that's a lot of money to come out all at once. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. But that was the first, like, start of the headaches that I noticed after, you know, the Panini hit, that shit was going to be different with pre-orders. And I was so right because the main benefit, like I said, was to guarantee you were going to receive the item by a certain date. Just like video games, like you go to said video game store and you know, there's only one fucking video game store, and you go to put in your pre-order there and they're like, ooh, sorry, we don't have it. And you're like, the fuck you mean you don't have it? It's supposed to release today. And they're like, yeah, we didn't get our shipment in. And it's like, that's at least a little bit more understandable, but damn it if it doesn't make me mad, because it's like, can you at least have called me to like let me know that I wasn't gonna be here? Which a lot of the time, I mean, I know because I worked at said video game store. I know a lot of the time that's not the employee's fault. Shit happens and they don't know until like the last second. So it's pretty much impossible to call everyone because usually they're already there by the time you find out. So I know that. I'm not pissed about that. I'm talking about the major fucking companies that you do it online and I can't even get a goddamn email to let me know that, oh, sorry, that's not happening. You're not getting that day. And there's a few that have been very good about letting me know, like, so sorry about the inconvenience, you know, it's not coming yet. And they've like been amazing. Like Chalice Collectibles was one that I have pre-ordered with, and they like let me know every step of the way when like my pre-order, if it got back ordered or if like the release date changed because like something was wrong with their shipments. They're like, oh, due to this, you know, your pre-order got set back a little bit. We expect it around this time. We will inform you of any other further updates, which was fucking phenomenal because then I could keep track of when I was going to get charged, because most unfortunately pre-orders don't charge you until the thing ships out, which are my least favorite. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, those piss me off the most. I would either rather have it to where I can pay it as soon as I pre-order it and it's paid in full and then that bitch is just mine, or like be able to make payments on it, because again, that's just really helpful to your wallet. And those are my favorite ones, honestly, where it gives me the option to like pay with PayPal or something and I can do like a 4-in-1 or whatever and pay it off slowly, because again, this is a very expensive hobby that I can't stop. I'm too in it. I mean, anyone that knows me knows I'm a huge collector. I've lost count of how many I have. I assume it's somewhere around 400 now at this point. Between all the holiday ones that I have too, that I don't have out year round. And I mean, again, a lot of the time I get the entire wave of them if it's something I really enjoy. I'm not one of those people that's a full on like completionist where I have to have the entire set. I really am just a person that if I really love it, then I will get it. And if it's a character I don't give a fuck about, I don't care if it's completed. So there are some sets that I have that I'm like, I just don't like that fucking character, so I'm not gonna buy it. Unless I like, it's like my favorite anime of all time, which you guys know is Hunter x Hunter. So I do have the complete set of that, which means I have Hisoka, which if you know me, know I hate that motherfucker. But yeah, so like I have the whole set of that because it's my favorite. Same with Sailor Moon, I have all that except for the stupid glitter ones. I'm gonna do a little segue. Does anyone else hate the fucking Diamond Edition Funko Pops? Like I really hate those because to me they're fucking pointless. They're so fucking pointless because they don't change the figure. It's the same fucking Funko Pop and they just throw glitter on it. And in my experience, 98% of the time, it does not look good. It does not make the figure look better. It makes it look worse. Like the only ones that I've seen that it like made sense for were like Sailor Moon, where it was very cute because like, you know, they do their Sailor Senshi transformations and they're all glittery and shit. That's very cute. But again, I don't have those because I hate them. So I didn't buy those again because it's like a repeat of the same figure, just glitter. They did it with Hisoka recently for like one of the anniversaries, whatever. That one looked like shit. Like to me, the glitter never looks good. And the only time I actually only have one glitter figure, and it's because I was never able to find the original, and that is the only reason I have the glitter one, because I was like, I really want this Funko Pop, and this is the only time I've ever been able to find it. And I was like, I would rather have the shitty version of it than not have it at all, but I really fucking hate the glitter ones. To me, they're just ugly. They never look good. The glitter always looks like shit to me, and it's pointless, and it's just a cash grab, in my opinion. Same with the chrome ones. There's like, I only have like, the only time the chrome ones look good is when it's not the solid chrome ones. Because again, it's the same fucking figure, just in fucking chrome. The only chrome ones I like are when they actually match the character's color scheme and it's like highlights of it, like the Mina Ashido one, where like her acid is like metallic. That one looks so cool. I actually do love that one. I have that one. I have both versions of her because I thought they both look cool. And I actually prefer the metallic on that one. But that's so rare that they look good. A lot of the time I hate them. Anyway, I done with my segue. Or my aside. Because it had nothing to do with this shit. But I had to rant real quick. Because that's really all this episode is. It's just me bitching. But what I noticed about my pre-orders recently is like, again, I wasn't receiving them on time. I wasn't getting any fucking updates, and then I would forget, and then randomly I would get a charge. And I'm like, what the fuck was that for? So badly to the point where I did not remember I had a pre-order with Target because I've never fucking pre-ordered anything with Target. But I wanted this one specific Funko Pop really bad because it was a Star Wars Funko Pop when they did the Star Wars Vision Funko Pop. And I just thought it was so cool. And apparently it was only a Target exclusive. Ugh. So I pre-ordered this fucking Funko Pop from Target, and it was so long ago since I had pre-ordered it. Again, did not remember I pre-ordered something from Target. And so I get this random like pending charge on my bank account for like a weird amount too. It was like 33. I remember it was like 33.28, something stupid like that. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I like never shop at Target, and it was such a low amount. Like, first of all, that's impossible to spend that little at Target unless you're buying one thing, which when the fuck are you ever buying one thing at Target? It's impossible. I don't know a single damn person who doesn't at least drop $50 when they walk into a Target because they go in there for one thing and then leave with 20 things and don't get that one thing that they went in there for. So I don't know a single damn person that's happened to that they only spend like $30 at Target. Especially because it's so goddamn expensive. But, anyway. So I get this random charge on my account, and I was like, what the fuck is that? So then I call my bank, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody stole my card. I was like, I'm freaking the fuck out. And then I'm like, let me check my Target account. Maybe somebody like hacked into my Target account and was buying shit online. No, it was me. I bought online and I just didn't remember, and I got randomly charged, and I felt like such a fucking idiot because when I finally saw what it was, I was like, oh my God. it got shipped out. So I had to call my bank back and be like, I'm sorry, it was a real charge. And like, I was just being dramatic. I'm sorry. And they were like, it's okay, we can cancel it. But it was just like the fact that I did not remember it at all because it had been so long. So again, it's just gotten so hard for me to keep up with them now that I just haven't pre-ordered anything. And I'm just waiting for the pre-orders that I did pre-order to get here because it's been so damn long. I mean, like, so long to the point where I had pre-ordered the Azula Agni Kai Funko Pop, and it was one I was so fucking excited for because you guys know I love me some fucking Avatar. That is one of my favorite, if not like my favorite series of all time. Just animation wise, like it's just the whole story, fucking chef's kiss, like perfect. And so I was really fucking excited, and it took over a year for me to get it. But I will say, again, another company that was very good about keeping me up to date with it. But by the time I got it, I was like a little excited to see it. I was like, oh man, I've been waiting so long for this. But I don't think I was excited as I would have been had I had gotten it on time. You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't hit the same because it was like, I've been waiting so long for it. The excitement's kind of worn off. And because like when they first drop these figures, it's so cool to see them. And like, oh man, that's like such a cool one. And then like by that time, it's like, 50 more get dropped. And now I'm excited for new ones. It's like, it's not that I like it any less. It's just that excitement's worn off because other cool, if not cooler ones have been announced by that point. So, and I've probably gotten those because I was able to just walk into a damn store and get them. And so, it was really annoying that I can't keep up with them. And I've just stopped buying them now at this point. I've stopped getting pre-orders now at this point because it's just, I can't keep up with them. And I never know when they're going to ship out. And it's like, if I could have my like ideal scenario, like let's say I'm able to make a collaboration like 5 years from now. I have a dope ass connection with a distributor, major distributor, and I have like some kind of collaboration or partnership with them to where I'm able to sell Funko Pops. If I could make it to where I, as a consumer, could pick exactly how I want that contract to be, like if you're going to sell figures on my site, I want to be able to control how my people are going to get it because as a collector myself, I know how much of a bitch that is to not get the shit you want on time or to just never get it at all, which has happened to me because they've had to cancel it because they never knew when it was going to get there. So they just would be like, we're so sorry for the inconvenience. We don't know when it's going to happen. Would you prefer to cancel it? And at that point, it's like, I've already waited 8 months for this. I don't even give a fuck about this figure anymore. Like, either just take my damn money so that way I can secure it or just fucking let me cancel the shit.
The worst part about that whole scenario is when you start seeing them in stores and you're still waiting on your pre-order. One question.
Yeah.
You mentioned this was a while ago. What do you mean by paninis?
Okay, so on YouTube, for a long time when a certain sickness started, they were flagging all videos that had the word that it was like, don't want to say it because just in case they're still doing it. It rhymes with mandemic. Like I don't want to say it. Starts with a P, ends with endemic. Okay. And so I didn't want to say it because I don't know if they're still doing that because I guess because they were receiving so much false information and it was dangerous at the time. Just anything that has to do with it. I didn't want to risk our shit getting flagged. And panini is just an easier way to say it. It's a joke.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. My TikTokers will know what the fuck I'm talking about. So basically, what I'm saying about all this shit is if I could like secure like a specific, like if I could make that perfect pre-order like setup for my peeps and for me, really, I want it for me because I'm going to be buying shit off my own damn website if I can do it this way, is if I could secure like a perfect way for people to shop and like be an enjoyable experience, I would make it to where let's say you put 10% down on a pre-order if you can't pay it in full at the time. So you have like two options. Either you pay it in full now so you have it fully secured, or you put 10% down off the initial cost and make, let's say, like, depending on how much it is. You know what I mean? Like if it's like $100, like 4 payments of $25. Make it a little bit more like digestible for people to pay and easier, or do it by percentage. So like, again, like I already said, you put 10% down, like let's say the next payments are 25% down. So that way it's at least not all at once. Cause I know for a lot of people, they really enjoy the hobby, but financially they just cannot afford these things to just drop like $200-$300 on a figure all at once. I mean, that is a lot of money. That's bills for people, you know, that's a car payment, that's you know, an electric bill, especially now. You know, there's just so much shit that money could go towards that would be helpful for people, but it's like this is something that they're passionate about and they enjoy. So obviously they want something like that. So while some people may say that's fucking stupid, you're buying toys, it's like I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If it gives you joy and it brings some kind of light into your life, it makes you happy, it's worth the fucking purchase, okay? Whether it's food, toys, video games, whatever the fuck makes it to where this life is less shit, do it, okay? Make it happen for yourself. I know it's not always easy or possible, but again, this would be my perfect fucking scenario. So in this perfect fucking scenario, the world is less shit. So again, you'd be able to make like smaller payments or pay it in full, and constant communication. Cause again, if something happens, it would just be fucking nice to be like, hey, by the way, if you haven't finished your payments on this, it's actually shipping out sooner. Okay. Would you like to cancel your pre-order, or would you like to pay the rest of it so that way it gets shipped out on time? What is so fucking hard about that? Or just a fucking heads up like, oh, by the way, this payment's gonna get taken out. What the fuck is so hard about that? Because sometimes, again, like humans, you just forget shit sometimes. You're like, fuck, I forgot about that, you know, payment coming up. It would be nice if I just got a goddamn email to remind me that a payment's gonna get taken out. And so that would be another thing. Just constant communication if something gets set back, whether a payment's going to get taken out, or just to let them know, hey, it's going to be shipping out early or it's shipping out late. I would prefer to get constant updates so that I know when my shit's going to fucking get there and if how much money is going to get taken out of my account. But, you know, apparently that's too hard for some people. Just, it would be nice if I could do that. But obviously, you know. So unfortunately for me, for pre-orders, it's not a benefit at the time. It's the pros and cons. The cons have heavily outweighed the pros for me now to the point where I don't care anymore. And I have majority of the figures I want, unless there's a new one coming out that like I just desperately want. But even still, it's really hard for me to press that like button and set a pre-order, because a lot of the time now it's just probably going to be way easier for me to just go shopping around some stores and find it, especially since majority of the time they're commons unless they're an exclusive, you know? It's just there's not a guarantee and consistency in the payments. And it used to be like another main benefit of pre-orders was that you got that guarantee price. So like when you make that pre-order, that price isn't going to go up or down, whether, you know, they decide to change it later on. But now it's like, okay, well, at this point, I've waited so fucking long for it. And everyone else that didn't do pre-orders has this fucking figure now. I could have just gone to the store and gotten this thing and been happy that I have it on time versus constantly getting updated that like, I'm not even going to get this fucking figure. It's just, I've lost all excitement about it now to the point where I just don't want to do it anymore. And there are certain brands that like are so much better for me to do pre-orders with. Like I do prefer like Pop in a Box. They're pretty good about like letting you know stuff. Again, cannot praise Chalice Collectibles enough. Anytime I've ordered for them, they have been so communicative, and it makes the process just so much easier and palatable. It just really makes it a lot more enjoyable and, again, keeps you excited because it's like, okay, even if it did get set back, at least I know that it was set back rather than, dead silence. Like when you don't know when the fuck it's going to get there. How do you get excited for something again when you were so excited about it and you just continuously get let down? You know what I mean? It's just not fun anymore it makes being a collector not as fun because the enjoyment about it is, that hunt of trying to find it and like, I got it first, or I got it just in general, because that's the other thing is now pre-orders can sell out. When the fuck did that start happening? It's a pre-order. It's a pre-order. What the fuck? Like, you're gonna be making a shit ton more than the pre-orders anyway, so what the fuck do you mean that the pre-orders are sold out? I don't understand that. Maybe it's just because I don't understand the logistics of that, but it really does piss me off, because if you're gonna have a certain amount of pre-orders, why even do that? Like, I don't like it. It makes me mad. I just want shit to be easy and fun again, and it's like I just can't enjoy it. Like, again, another figure that I was super excited for was this Rengoku figure, because he is my favorite anime character. I love that sweet sunshine smiley boy, so much. And I had pre-ordered this like kick-ass figure. It was around $82. Originally I pre-ordered it from Panini and Game Store, and then something happened to where I wasn't able to get it with them anymore. I'm not gonna say the whole situation, but whatever. So I canceled that pre-order and found it on Amazon. Well, then Amazon pissed me off because they were like, oh yeah, no, you pre-ordered that, but we're not gonna fucking tell you when it's coming out. And it just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and I never got any fucking updates with it. So then at that point, I was like, fuck it. Because I pre-ordered it, and the pre-order passed. The pre-order date passed. And then when I canceled the pre-order, I realized I could literally buy it at that point on Amazon. And it gets shipped. I was so fucking pissed. And what made me so annoyed is that, again, Amazon is one of the ones that, like, if you pre-order it, you pay for it when it ships. So it's not like I even had that money again to, like, just buy it outright there. At that time, I didn't have money. I was just so pissed that I had been waiting so damn long for this figure. And man, did I really want this figure. It was a beautiful figure. And what also pissed me off is that it was way more expensive on Amazon. And I don't mean like a couple dollars. I mean like it was $82 and it was $150 on Amazon. That's a big fucking jump, okay? So I was livid the fact that I couldn't even like take that money and put it into just buying it at that point because the pre-order had passed and been so damn long that you could just buy it at that point then. What the fuck was the point of me pre-ordering it if I wasn't even going to get the goddamn figure? It's like... But there are, like, again, there have been times, like, pre-Panini where I was really excited and really just genuinely loved getting pre-orders. But right now, I feel like with how much stuff is backed up, it's just not worth it anymore. I mean, if there's one you really, really want, like, especially with anime ones, guys, I get it. Like, again, because now pre-orders sell out. It's like you're lucky if you get the figure. I get it, you know? But because these dates keep changing, for me, it's just not worth it anymore. Like, as long as I keep track of when they fucking announce that shit, there's more likely a chance I could go into a store that same day, call them up, whatever, so I don't waste my fucking gas, see if they have it, see if they could hold it for me, go pay, get it. Because it's not fun anymore to, like, you know, it used to be like little mini Christmas presents, you know, where I would be like, oh, my package is here, open it up, oh my God, it's my Funko Pop, or oh my God, it's my figure. And now I can't even get excited about that anymore because I don't even know what the fuck they are because I've lost track of them. So now when I get a box, I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's like, what the fuck did I order? And then it's like, oh, this is something I pre-ordered like a year ago. Because that's happened multiple times now where it's like been over a year, 8 months, 10 months. And it's like, damn, like like it used to be like pre-orders, it would be just like a few months prior. Like the Jujutsu Kaisen pops and some of the Hunter x Hunter pops, they went on pre-order like I think it was August. I'm pretty sure it was like August. And they're coming out in October, if I remember right. October or November. That's pretty normal pre-order time. If they drop on time. Because they made this huge announcement for like Funkoween, you know, their tradition where they like drop all the spooky shit and whatever around Halloween. Well, now I don't even know if they're like, I have not seen any fucking updates about them. I don't know. I just didn't even pre-order them because I was just like, am I even going to get these on time? Like, because I got so pissed because last year I pre-ordered the Hex Girls Funko Pops again for Funkoween. And guess what? I didn't even get them in time for Halloween. I got them around Christmas time. There's not Halloween anymore. I'm not excited to fucking have them out anymore because it's not fucking Halloween. Ugh. Again, like so many of the times now, it's like I pre-order them for a holiday and I'm supposed to get them around that holiday and I don't get them around the holiday. So then it's like, then I gotta wait a year before I can even display them again. I know there are some people that keep them out like year round, but I like to use them as decorations, okay? Because I'm a fucking weirdo. Anyway, like, so all my Christmas ones, I only take out around Christmas. All of my Halloween ones, I only take out around Halloween. And it's like, I just don't get excited anymore because there's not a guarantee I'm even gonna get it like around that time. It's just, I'm sorry guys, I'm just repeating myself. I'm just pissed because I'm just frustrated and just wanted to vent about it. I don't know if anyone else has been experiencing this. I've just noticed me and my friends that are collectors have noticed that there's been, at least in the area we live, that it's just been a real pain in the ass to like get our pre-orders. And yeah, we're not getting shit on time if we pre-order it. And again, it's like by the time you finally fucking get it, it's like the hype has like worn off. And especially for people that do like photography and stuff like this or like resell, the excitement has worn off. So they lose value essentially because people aren't excited about it anymore. And it's like, damn, I really missed out on this shit because I was hoping to get it on time and I didn't. I fucking didn't. And it's just ugh. What do we do now? You know, it's like how do you make this shit better when it's obviously it's not the developer's fault. It's just shit happens and like you can't make the promise you made where it's like we tried to get it this time, we had issues with shipping, whatever, manufacturing and shit had to get pushed back. It's just the way shit is now. I understand. It's just really frustrating and I wish collecting could just be fun again because for me it's just not fun anymore. And while I still love getting these like things, like it's more of just now it's like, especially because my collection's so large now, I have to be selective of what I get because I've run out of room. I live in a 900 square foot loft. It's not big. I've run out of room and I keep trying to make room and my house looks like Hal's room, okay? There's just shit everywhere. And so you know, I have to be very selective now of the ones I really want because I can't just waste space. Like it's like, do I really want it? Because I don't have the space for it and I need to make the space for it. So
it'd be one thing if they gave priority to pre-orders and such, but it seems like they give priority to, you know, business to business sales. It's not so much the business to consumer sales.
It used to be like that. And that's another good point is that I used to be, when I made that pre-order, a priority. And they would make sure that you would get that shit when you said you were going to get that shit. That was the whole benefit of it. And now that's just gone. It's like, there's no guarantee I'm even going to get this fucking figure. And it's happened so many times where I've just canceled the pre-order, gotten that money back, and been able to buy that exact same figure because now it's not available for pre-order anymore. I'm able to just buy it online. It's like, what kind of fucked up shit is that? It makes no sense because people were able to go in the store and resell it. And it's like, damn, you really fucking scammed me on that one because it's always going to be more expensive that way. Always. And it's like, damn, I really got fucked on this because pre-ordered this and it just kept getting pushed back. man. If you is anyone else having like these issues? I just know that like I've had nothing but headaches since the Panini started with my pre-orders, and obviously, you know, first world problems, you know. I know, I get it. I could have so much worse shit. It's just more of a frustration that I just wanted to get off my chest cuz I'm a huge collector, and I know there's probably a lot of other people that this is like their career and they depend on this stuff to come out on time, and they're probably getting fucked over like so much right now, and it's probably really affected, especially like I know so many like smaller like businesses, like, you know, your local comic shops and stuff that like really depend on getting these things so that way they can sell them in their shop and make a profit. And it's like that's probably hurting them a lot more than obviously these major companies. Like a store that really depends on the shipment to get there on time and they've guaranteed it to their customers, and then they lose out on business because the large manufacturer is the one that fucked up, not them, you know? And that's the kind of shit I really worry about is like, you know, again, you make a promise and then it's just like, all right, never mind. Fuck it. I was like, damn, man, I was trying to get my shit. I was just trying to get my shit. I just want my shit. It's just not fun anymore. And again, it's like really sucky because you forget about them and then you get them and then you're not even excited about it anymore. And it's like, again, I used to have a very, very detailed spreadsheet, but because like I'm not getting any updates anymore, I can't keep it up to date anymore. I can't have a detailed spreadsheet when I don't get any updates. It's just really frustrating, and I really hope shit gets better where I can start to enjoy this again, because I want, God, especially with all these like all right. I mean, if you haven't figured this out by now, this is not a kid-friendly podcast. I curse a lot, and I talk about very inappropriate things for children to hear, very adult things. So with that being said, warning, if you have children in the area, earmuffs time. Because, and I'll give you a warning, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because I really want these fucking not safe for work ones where like they have their dicks out now, because before you could only see, like they only had like titty figures, which also awesome, but like the fact that like women are finally getting like our like sexy ass figures now with all of our husbandos, that's fucking amazing. And like they're not cheap, but I want them for they're like $400 because obviously they're made by like smaller companies and stuff, so they don't have access to like manufacture that. A lot of the time they're making them by hand and shit, so it's like shit, it's a lot of money to just drop. But man, do I really want them. There's like there's a few that I really, really want, like that. There's like 2 Nanami figures that I really want so bad, and they look so damn good, and I just want them so bad, man. I just want the fucking naughty fucking figures, damn it, I want them. Okay. And there's that one. There's those 2 that I really want. There's a Rengoku one where he's got nipple piercings, and I'm just like, holy shit, I didn't even know I would like that, but I want it. There's like there's just so many good ones now that I really want. And I just fuck. There's like a what's another good one? There's a new one that's like got Sashomaru in like a fucking hot spring that's hot as fuck. Okay. Anyway, I just want the sexy figures. That's really what all this comes down to, is that I want to be able to have a secure pre-order so I can see the dick. That's it. Obviously, I'm joking, but not 100% joking. I mean, a little more on the not joking side, but little jokey.
You're not joking.
I really want those fucking figures, man. They're not cheap. I mean, I say all that to say, I mean, it's not easy being geeky. There's always a struggle. You guys know it pretty much. If there's any like figures you're really looking forward to, especially the naughty ones, let me know, because if I don't know about them, I want to know about them. Or if there's any Funko Pops you're excited for that have been announced that I missed, maybe it'll get me excited again. Don't forget to check us out on all of our socials, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and now YouTube. You might be watching this or listening to this on YouTube. Thanks, guys. We're trying to build that up. You guys requested it, and we delivered. Or at least we're trying to. But as always, it's not easy being geeky, guys. Links to everything on our website, noteasybeingeeky.com. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.